Great rising, beautiful people. I haven't been to my peaceful place in a minute now. So this morning, I've decided to bring my words of encouragement, inspiration, and God for help from here. If this does not resonate with your spirit, please do not take it in. And if it does, positive vibes to you, and may you start to grow. How have you handled things that you've been faced with emotionally? Have you handled it from a calm state, or have you handled it from that hurt place when it happened? Yes, we all are humans and we all handle and deal with things differently. And a majority of us that's still growing will take things from the emotional state and from that hurt place and lash out at others and lash out at the individual that may have provoked that emotion at the time. And during that time, our only goal is you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you. But that's not always a good place to handle things. You have to try your very best to walk away from things that have gotten you into that place that you want to speak ill will, negative words, do bad things to someone because they hurt you. That saying hurt people is true for me anyway. At a point in my life, if you did something to me, some people, I would just cut you off and not say anything else to you. And then for those others, at a certain age or a certain time in our lives, we would do tit for tat. I want you to feel what I'm feeling. I need you to feel what I'm feeling. And now that you're growing, for those of you that have grown, you will understand, or you will know that once you sit back and you look back at things, sometimes you would say, I wish I could have handled that differently. I wish I wouldn't have said that. Because your mouth is the most powerful thing on your body. Once it's out there, there's no taking it back. You can apologize. You can ask for forgiveness. And some people, they will forgive you, but they will never forget what you said or what you've done. And for some people, that's a lasting effect for a lifetime, because not everyone is strong enough to let go of certain things that have happened to them. There's still people that's suffering from things that happened to them when they were a child, when they was a teenager, and things that have happened to them now. It's not easy. It really is not easy. But as you begin to grow and you begin to look at things, and some of us get to that point where it wasn't a prison sentence for things that I went through. A lot of it was life's lessons. But did you get what you needed to get from that lesson? Or do you still walk around with those emotions that's within you? Many say they've healed from a lot of things that they've endured throughout their life, but that's just them speaking it, because honestly, 9 times out of 10, they're still suffering, and they're still suffering in silence. Some rather bury the things that have happened to them instead of dealing with them. So technically, it's held you bound for so long. When you're ready to start growing, truthfully growing, when you're ready to start awakening, you will start to go within yourself to change what it is that needs to be changed. You will start to deal with your emotions a whole lot better than what you were dealing with your emotions. Instead of once something is said, instead of lashing out at the time, there's nothing wrong with sitting back and just listening to someone, and then after you've listened, and I do know it's hard, it's very hard to do that, but you have to. You don't want to make a situation worse than what it is when someone is talking, or when someone is fussing, or when someone is cursing at you, or etc. However, what you need to do is actually step back or just listen to them. They may think that you're weak. They may think that, oh, they're getting over, but in actuality, they're not. Excuse the helicopter that's flying over and everything, because I am outside enjoying the peace. But like I was saying, it's also something else that needs to be stated, that sometimes we meet people that will mirror ourselves to us. We may meet someone that's endured something similar to us, or that things that we've experienced. It's like we're looking back at ourselves, but the person that's standing there is not us. But technically it's mirroring what we are going through, or what's going on, or something, or that lesson there, that okay, maybe this is something that I need to take note of, that's still going on with me internally, but I don't want to accept it. And some people may understand what I'm saying, some people may not, but that's just my opinion on it. And like I stated earlier, if it doesn't resonate with your spirit, then please don't force it to. What speaks to you, you will know what's speaking to you, and then what's not. So a lot of us have a lot of things internally that we need to work on. And sometimes it's hard because we allow our emotions and we allow other things to mask what we're going through. Like my previous video said, once you take off the mask, then you can truly begin to deal with yourself, not others. Deal with yourself. And then as you're dealing with yourself, then you will know how to handle everything else around you. So don't react based off of what someone else is doing. Take that time that you need to analyze everything. Know, is this worth me even reacting to? Or this is not about me. This is something that's going on with them, or wherever they may have come from, etc. This is not about me. So once you start to step back and look at things in a whole new perspective and a whole different mindset, then you're more aware of what's going on around you. Just know that it all begins with you. It all begins within you. So you must take that time to deal with your emotions and deal with self. And with that being said, be encouraged.